appreciate you. Thank you for joining the broadcast. You are highly welcome wherever you are joining us from. We appreciate you and we welcome you to this very amazing program. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like and share. Amen Chukudike, thank you for joining.
Promise not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Ephics and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodom. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bigebi. He said,
He said, I welcome you all to this very program wherever you are joining me from. I appreciate you and I thank you for joining the program. Wherever you are joining us from, we appreciate you. We thank you for all your contribution to this very program. For making it a success, we appreciate you and we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure you click the notification bell so that you'll be notified. Each time I come online, you will be notified. Be among the first to get a notification. Please try and share this program as you join. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that you can be able to reach. Share to everyone. Nobody is exempted. The radical evangelism is still on. It is even more intensified now than before. This is a time that we must have to make sure that every single Biafran gets information on their doorstep. So as you join this program, please click like and share. Click like and share. Make sure you invite one person. Remember what we do on this program. What we do in this program is to encourage Biafrans, to let Biafran know the state of things. What we do here is to debunk every lie against Biafrans, against our Prime Minister Mazi Samonekwa, against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every blackmail against him, that is what we come here to debunk and make sure that it doesn't hold water. So I appreciate everybody that's coming. In this very platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. Neither do we come here to attack people or to speak against people or to push lies. No. We say the things we say the way it is. Speaking the truth at always. That is what we do on this very platform. And we will not stop doing so until Biafra comes. And even after Biafra have come, we will continue on this path that we have chosen. It's a path of truth. It's a path of redemption. It's a path to life. We have to continue to remind ourselves of holding that our right. The right that we own, that Chukwu come and give to us, even human beings are prophets. We must not allow anyone to take those rights away from us. The right to self-determination, the right to life, and the right to self-defense. I appreciate everyone who have joined and wherever you're joining from. I thank you and I welcome you to this program, and I say may Chukwu guide and protect you, secure you, give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to stand strong until we get to our destination. And before I proceed, I have to welcome everyone that have joined us today. I welcome my beloved sister Linda TV show. You are always there supporting. I welcome Ame. Thank you for joining. Ame Chukudike, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Donna Daskalo. Donna Shukalo. Thank you so much for joining, Donna. I appreciate you. And every other person that have joined, whether you comment or you're not commenting, you are being seen and you are welcome. In this very platform that you are, you can see a link that is being pinned out there. That link is for you to come in and express yourself. That link is for you to come in and bring in your own arguments. That link is for you to come in and share your own understanding. You're welcome, Benjamin Chikode. Thank you so much for joining, Benjamin. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. So, that link you see me placed there, the link I pinned on top there, it is for you. If you want to join me on this platform to make a contribution, you just click on that link and you come in and make a contribution. It's not compulsory that you must show your face. If you decide not to show your face, all we want to hear is your voice and know what you have to offer. You must not agree with everything I say. You have the right to disagree. We don't know it all. We are all learning. So if you have a superior argument, bring it on. We'll take it. Victor, thank you so much for joining. Victor Adam, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. So as you join this platform, make sure you invite one person. Click like. Like the video, give it a thumb up, and then you invite one person to join us. It is very important. That is how we can be able to send this message across to everyone. The social media is not helping us. In fact, they are trying as much as possible to make us small. They want to make us smaller. They want to make sure that our word doesn't go far. But because of your effort, because of your sharing, because of everything you are doing, that is why we are still making waves. That is why they can't stop us, no matter how they try. The more they try to stop us, the more we reach out to as many people as we can. So wherever you are joining us from, I appreciate you and welcome you. And please kindly like and share. Let us reach out to as many people as possible and carry every Biafran along. Carrying people along is one of the important assignments that we have to fulfill. One of the assignment that was given to us by Aspina Mazen Nandekano, he said we should make sure we carry everybody along. Every child, every mother, every sister, every brother, everybody must be carried along in this very journey. And we will all get to the destination peacefully. We must not leave anybody behind. In that same vein, when he said that we will not leave any inch of our land to be taken away. As we will not leave any inch of our land to be taken away, in the same vein, we will not leave anybody behind. Every one of us will be going home. As we are recording our success today, we are stepping up the game. So, in this platform today, when you see that link, I want you to use that link. It is an interaction section, interactive section. If you cannot be able to express yourself very well in English, you can use your own traditional language, any language of Biafra, any Biafran language you can use to speak to your people. Feel free to come in here and speak to your own people in your own language so that they can understand. If you can use English, better, because Biafra is the old Southeastern region. Thank you for joining. Noram Kelechi, thank you for joining. Noram Kelechi, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. So, if you can express yourself in English, better, because Biafra is the old Southeastern region. The present South and the Southeast will be Lower Benue. And there are people there who have different dialects. Biafrans don't have one dialect. We have different kinds of dialects. We have different kinds of languages in Biafra land. So we prefer to use English so that everyone can understand us. Feel free to use any language that is very fluent to you, even broken English. Fine. Amazing. Use it and express to people what you want to say. So do not get intimidated. Do not feel scared. Nobody's going to attack you on this very platform. It doesn't matter whether you agree with us or you don't agree with us. Whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. I will not talk down on you. Neither will I attack you. The only thing I'm begging you is that when you come online, make sure you keep your words civil. Everything you're going to say, make it civil so that we can be able to understand each other better and reach at a conclusion. We are all learning. You never can tell. Your own suggestion might make the difference. Your suggestion might make the difference. That is why we don't look down on anybody. Neither do we look down on any information. Mazen Nandekano made it clear that we are all equal. Every one of us as Biafran. There is nothing like this man is a big Biafran, this one is a small Biafran. Nobody is special more than the other. In Biafra land, the law is going to be applicable to everybody accordingly. There is nothing like no special treatment. No special treatment for anybody. No special treatment. It doesn't matter how qualified you are, how educated you are, how rich you are. If you are a Biafran, when it comes to issue of Biafra, we are all equal. And every contribution is welcome. That is why when you see our Supreme Namazen Nandekano hosting the question and answer, everybody calls in question and answer. Mazen Nandekano give the grant. Even if you disagree with him, we have seen many people call on the program of Mazen Nandekano who disagree totally with everything he's doing. But he allows them to express themselves. It is his own duty to convince them. And maybe at the time they go back and think about the question they have asked and the answer was given to them, they'll be convinced. Many people have been converted through that means. In the same vein today, our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, gives that open room for questions. People ask questions. Whatever is confusing you, anything you don't understand, you ask your question. And your question will be addressed properly. And I bet you, after addressing your question, you will never remain the same. Things will be working out well for you, things will be working out for Biafra, and everything will be going according to as planned. And you find out that things will get easy. Nobody has to worry about the other person. Nobody has to be troubled anymore. So when it comes to the issue of Biafra, feel free to take up that your right. Ask question, make contribution, say it the way you feel it. Don't just be a follower because somebody says something, you just follow. Don't just agree with things because I said it. No. If you have a contrary opinion, feel free. Tell us why you are saying what you're saying, but have a good point. Make sure you are sure of what you're trying to say. Jack Acho, you're welcome, Jack. Thank you for joining. So please, as you join this platform this morning, please kindly like and share this program. And today, remember today, we are here because of what you already know. Today is Monday. Monday, a day set aside by Biafrans to sit at home, to demand for the release of Mazen Nandekano, to demand for the release of every Biafran that is detained in that zoo, to demand for referendum of Biafran people. A day we show the world that we are united in one voice and we want to go home. It is Monday. A special day for us Biafrans. Very, very special. A day we have chosen collectively by ourselves to make the difference. This day was not chosen by Master Simon Ekpa. It It was not chosen by Mazen Nandekano. It was not chosen by any single person. It is the Biafran people agreeing by themselves, without being forced, to use this day to express their disapproval of the Zorecha Republic. And we have agreed and said that we will continue to hold to this until Mazen Nandekano is released. The sit at home remains bound. We have dedicated it to Mazen Nandekano, and some of us we call it Mazen Nandekano's Day. It is not stopping. Do not listen to any propaganda from any corner. It's not stopping. And I want to tell you, when they make you believe that you are committing a crime, you are not committing any crime. Civil disobedience is the most peaceful way for people to say their word and speak their voice democratically. Civil disobedience is the most democratic way for people to express themselves democratically. That is what civil disobedience is. And we have chosen that most peaceful democratic way of expressing our views. That is what we have chosen. And that is why you see Biafrans on different platforms today promoting it. And that is why you see Biafrans in Biafra. Do not allow anybody make you feel as if you are not committing any crime. Civil disobedience it is allowed and acceptable worldwide. It is legitimate. It is peaceful. It is not a violent call. And that is the path we have chosen, the path of peace. That is why the Biafran people decide to sit at home, pray together, observe, and make their demand known. The whole world is watching. The Zoological Republic continue to push their propaganda and lies. They come online and tell you that sit at home have stopped in Biafra land. Every one of you that is watching me, and people who are Biafran friends and close, our Prime Minister yesterday made it very, very clear in his speech. He made it very, very clear that the sit at home will never, and we are not even thinking of, there's never been any thought of stopping it until Mazen Nandekano is released. It is only the release of Mazen Nandekano that can make us begin to consider to end sit at home. Our Prime Minister repeated it yesterday. For those of you who are being deceived, for those of you who they will push out to use as an scapegoat, listen carefully. If you are in Nigeria or in Biafra land, or you are not there, reach out to your family and let them hear and hear it clear. The sit at home continues until Mazen Nandekano is released. Any day you hear that Mazen Nandekano is released, that is when you will begin to ask the question of sit at home. But as long as Mazen Nandekano remains in the DSS, we will never, ever. There is nothing like that on the table, considering stopping it. Our Prime Minister said this yesterday. So any place you are today, on this planet Earth, and you are a Biafran, please reach out to friends and family. Share this video wide. And I can bet you, people in Biafra land are listening. Even today, as you are watching me, already Biafra land is locked down. And remember, today is an eve to the curfew. The curfew is going to start tomorrow. And today's sit at home is going to be a total and absolute lockdown. That is what our Prime Minister said. And I bet you, Biafrans made that decision and they are going to stand by it. Already, we are seeing things unfolding. Videos will be coming out. Pictures will be coming out. You are going to see the total lockdown. Don't be deceived. Do not be deceived. If you are watching us from Biafra land, if you have videos, you're going to see video evidence. It is going to be a total lockdown as we are preparing to go into the 3 weeks civil disobedience. First of its kind. There has never been any curfew in the past when it comes to Biafran struggle. But today, the situation have warranted that we are going to step it up. For a very long time, you have heard our Prime Minister say that we have different methods to handle the madness of the zoo. We have different methods, different strategies. That our strategy is from A to Z. And today, we are stepping up the civil disobedience. We are tightening the self-defense. We are applying the self-defense to the maximum. That is what you are saying today. That is why any place you are, you must be focused and be attentive. If you are in Biafra land, you must be security conscious. Please like this video and share to all platforms. Share to every WhatsApp group you belong. Do not hesitate to share. Any WhatsApp group you belong, make sure you share this video there. We are no longer joking. We are no longer joking. Biafra restoration is not a joke. It is on high speed. You're welcome, Chuku Mabo. Thank you so much, joining Chuku. Martina, thank you so much for joining. Martina, you're welcome. So wherever you are connecting to this program, I tell you, I beg you in the name of Chuku Kadiam, share it, like it, and let it reach everybody. And as you're joining, there is a link. You can see the link I placed there. That link is meant for you to use. Use that link. Click on that link and you come in and make your contribution on this very program. You can make your suggestions. You can give your advice to Biafrans. You can send greetings to our Prime Minister. You can send greetings to Biafra program in SI. Just feel free. Come in. It's an interactive section. Remember, it's a special day. A day that you and I have agreed to set aside for our freedom. Helen Peters, thank you for joining, Helen. A day that we all have agreed to set aside for our freedom, and no man can change that day. Do not listen to any lies that is coming from the pit of hell. They will continue to push those lies. Don't listen to them. The only command today in Biafra land is the command coming from Biafra Republic of Exile under our Prime Minister, Martin Simon Ekpa. He is in charge. Whatever he says goes. He has made this clear yesterday that the sit at home, there is nothing on the table thinking of reducing it or stopping it. We are trying to tighten it up more. What we are doing is to tighten it up more. And every Monday remains a sit at home. Unstoppable. We can't stop it. And it is because of that Monday. That is why the curfew is starting on Tuesday. The 3 weeks curfew is starting on Tuesday. So this Monday is a preparation. It is going to be a total and massive lockdown in preparation for that Tuesday. From Tuesday, from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m., it's a curfew. I want you people to get it right. Curfew, it is not sit at home. This is not sit at home. In curfew, no rats, no lizard, nothing should fly, nothing should move around. In curfew, nothing should move around at all. From 6 a.m. until 12 p.m. After 12 p.m., you can go back to your businesses. The target is not the masses. The target is not the businessmen. The target is not the ordinary people. The target is the government official, because the operation is always from morning hours to that 12 midday. We want to make sure that every ministry is under lock and key within that period. We want to make sure that the delegitimization of Nigerian government in Biafra land continues. We want to make sure that Nigerian government do not operate within Biafran territory anymore. The Biafra Republic of Exile is in charge, and the de facto government in the homeland are taking over. So you must pay attention to every single information that is coming. This is not the time to be silent. That is why when I come online, I urge people to share, because this is the time we have to engage in radical evangelism more than ever. We must be very radical in this evangelism to make sure that everybody is carried along, because we are entering into a very dangerous time. The days are evil. The days are evil. That is why everybody must stand up to play his or her role. We cannot joke with our freedom, and we cannot play with the life of anybody, any genuine person. No innocent life must be lost in Biafra land. It doesn't matter who it is. It does not matter who it is. It does not matter the religion of the person. As long as you are an innocent man, you are not supposed to be in danger. The duty of the Biafra Liberation Army is to engage the terrorists in uniform coming to Biafra land. That is their duty. The duty of the Biafra Liberation Army is to protect every living soul in Biafra land, to make sure they are not hurt. And we will continue to do so. But for those who are in that Biafra land, in uniform, taking the life of Biafran people, disturbing Biafran people, and trying to make sure that Biafran don't have peace, they will not know peace. They are the people that we are up against, and we are going to stand them, to face them head on. The order has been given by our Prime Minister. And I tell you, if you watch the program yesterday, when you hear the tone of his voice, maybe after this very program, I'm going to try to share that very program on my platform. I will cut it out and share my platform so that you can watch it in case you did not watch the broadcast yesterday. DC, Washington, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. In case you did not watch the program yesterday, I'm going to share it with you. When you hear the tone of the voice of our Prime Minister yesterday, you know that the game have changed. The game have changed. They were warned. Our Prime Minister warned them for what is coming. Mazen Nani can warn them. Not only that, their own prophet in their own church warned them. Their officials warned them that if you take Mazen Nandekana out, there are much more people, there are thousands of people who are tougher than Mazen Nandekana that were there. They were warned and they didn't hear it. They were warned to negotiate when they had time. They refused. They were warned to negotiate. They refused. And we have gotten to a point where there is no more negotiation. When you hear the tone of the voice of our Prime Minister yesterday, you will know that we are no longer for a joke. You will know that we are not for a joke anymore. In his tone yesterday, you will know that everything has been stepped up. The order that was given to the Biafran Liberation Army yesterday was expressly. He didn't miss word in giving the order. He didn't miss word in giving the order, telling them to clamp down on anything that is in uniform in Biafran land. They must not operate. They must not know peace. And it is not only engaging them outside. Now the Biafran Liberation Army is following them to their barracks. When you hear that, you will know. I don't know what you are thinking within yourself. I don't know if you are still having a doubt. After the inauguration of our administrative office, then you saw what is happening, and you saw the brokers of Master Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, what he said, and the tone of his voice. You will know that things have changed. Things has completely changed. It's no longer business as usual. His orders yesterday were expressly strong and tough. And he's not looking at anybody's face. He has waited for a very long time for this time. That's why I tell people, sometimes some of us are too hasty. Sometimes you see some of us, when we come online, we are too hasty. I could remember in Jose when I'm making my videos, some people will come on comment section. They will say, "Why are you people talking? You are only talking. Make action. We need action." Some will say declare Biafra. Some will say do this and do that. All these things are processes. That is why our Prime Minister used the phrase which says that when we go to the bridge, we will cross it. It is a process. Just follow up each process. When we get to it, we follow it up and you cross it. We'll get to each step, we follow it and cross it. And that is how it is. You can't jump any of those stages. The restoration of Biafra is in stages by stages. And today, all you have to do is to key in, continue to follow the Biafra Republic of exile, follow instructions. Whenever we get to any stage, follow it and fall in line with it. That thing you have been asking for a very long time, look at it, drawing near. That thing you have been wishing for, it is now drawing near. Now it is left for you to play your own role. It is left for you to play. As you see our Prime Minister stepping up the game, what are you doing on your own? Are you stepping up your contribution or not? Are you stepping up your support or not? That is the question you should ask yourself. What are you doing? Now that you have seen that the game have changed, the express instruction have been given to the Biafran Liberation Army. And the full defense has been activated to the toughest level. The toughest level. What we are now is not only in defense, confrontation. And the best form of defense, people have always said, is attack. The best form of defense, it has only been explained to be an attack. And today, when you hear our Prime Minister give the order yesterday, you should know that it is no longer business as usual. Express order. The Biafran Liberation Army are marching forward. As you are watching me, they are busy. Today's sit at home is going to mark the beginning, the preparation, and it's going to let people know how it's going to look like the coming 3 weeks. If you like, throw it to dustbin. You see, for the zoo, they have their conventional media to play their propaganda and lies. They always have it. They will always come to their conventional media to try to confuse and deceive people they feel they can deceive. But for us, we don't care what they say or what they do on their conventional media. Our responsibility is to pass information to the Biafran people. And I have always told you, whatever you hear from our Prime Minister, Master America, do not take it for a joke. Even when he is joking, even when he's lying, laughing, any single thing you hear from our Prime Minister, take it serious for your own sake. Take it serious. For any instruction you hear him, even when he is broadcasting, even when he is laughing and he's telling you things, take it serious. He doesn't just make a statement because he wants to. He doesn't just say things to entice you. He doesn't just say things to make you happy or scared. No. He is a man that deals with reality. He's a man that deals with reality. And when you see the way everything has been stepped up yesterday, you need to prepare yourself for what is coming. I urge every Biafran, you have to step up your support. As you see our Prime Minister step up the level, you have to step up the level on your own support. Whatever support you are giving to the liberation, step it up. More especially financial support. Because the Biafran Liberation Army has had an increased task. And the task is to go after the enemies of Biafra. They go to their barracks. They follow them anywhere they go. And they must not run out of equipment. They must not run out of equipment. Never. We must not allow them to run out of equipment. You see, when you talk freedom, you don't beg for it. And when some of us clamor for freedom, some of us don't know where we are headed. But I tell you, there is no need to be afraid, no need to be panic. Don't panic. And as I have always said, do not look just in the physical, look beyond the physical. When you put your eyes beyond the physical, you will begin to see the manifestation and the possibility of Biafra coming, the speed at which Biafra is going to come. Stop looking at the material things you are saying. It is more than that. The spiritual battle has been won. Completely won. It is for you and I to activate the physical for people to see. And that is what we are doing. So today, wherever you are, prepare yourself. Starting from today, begin to give your support the best way you can. Increase your support. Whatever support you have been given in the past, increase it. If you were praying alone before, add fasting to your prayer. If you are the one who only support you can give is prayer, include fasting in your prayer. If you are in evangelism, make your evangelism more radical than ever. If your finance, if Chukwokam have blessed you financially, if you're making a financial support, please increase it. Increase it because the responsibility have increased. The responsibility have, and I'm telling you that we should continue to pray for the liberation. The Liberation Army are not for jokes. These are a very disciplined army. And you hear our Prime Minister spell it out. They obey every rule of engagement. The express order has been given to them to obey every rule of engagement. They are not after the ordinary people. No. They are not after the civilians. It doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your nationality or your tribe or what you speak. The Liberation Army are not after you. The Liberation Army are after the instruments of operation in Biafra land that are in uniform. Terrorizing Biafra people. Those are the people they are going after. And they will chase them even to their barracks. Express order. That is the rule of engagement. And they will obey it to the last. We are not terrorists. We are not criminals. This is a very disciplined army of a government of a nation. The army of Biafra. Very, very disciplined. And they have a rule of engagement. In that rule, no innocent blood must be shed. No innocent man must be harmed. It does not matter where you come from. It does not matter your ethnicity. It does not matter your location. It does not matter your religion. No innocent man must be harmed. That is the express order given by our Prime Minister. And I'm sure it will be obeyed to the last. Since the Biafran Liberation Army started the operation, we have not heard of any place where they were engaging civilians, embarrassing civilians, or intimidating civilians. We don't see. You can never see such. That is not their job. Unlike the security outfit that is being run by the Nigerian government, they call it Bubago. You see what they are doing? They formed a security outfit to go after Biafran people. Even the terrorists that we know are still holding ground in some places in Biafra land. This so-called security outfit, they can never engage them. They can never go and engage the terrorists. The only place they have the assignment is on the Biafra agitators, innocent people. That is where they flex their muscles. And the reason why you still have some few pockets of kidnapping in Biafra land by Fulani herdsmen, why you still have those few pockets of it, is because of this so-called Ebubago and co. They are the ones backing these terrorists, sponsoring them with the Nigerian military. They are the ones protecting them. In several locations, you find out that where they have their checkpoints, after their checkpoint, you will see a kidnapping there to tell you that they're the ones operating with them and supporting them. And that is why our Prime Minister has given an order to shut down every checkpoint in Biafra land. We will not tolerate that anymore. We cannot accept any checkpoint anywhere in Biafra land. Whether military checkpoint, police checkpoint, navy checkpoint, air force checkpoint, whatever checkpoint, as long as you're in Nigerian uniform, you dare not have any checkpoint in Biafra land. We are going to visit you. The Biafran Liberation Army will visit you. If they have not visited you now, expect them any minute. They are going to come. And that is why instruction has been given that Biafran should stay away from every checkpoint in Biafra land. Stay away. Stay away. More people who are hawking. If you're a hawker, you have no business to go to the checkpoint. Don't go there. Do not go there to hawk anything. For your own safety. You know, it's our duty to give you the information. But whereby you expose yourself to danger, the bullet doesn't know who is guilty and who is not guilty. Once it's been pressed, it is the same people that are going to take you out. The same people you are going to sell things to, it will be the people to take you out. So for your own security and safety, you better don't go there. Do not go to security checkpoint to hawk anything. It doesn't matter what kind of gain you are making. Do not go there for your own safety. Every one of us should prepare for what is coming. Please, I urge you in this platform. We are almost more than 40 people watching on this platform. Feel free, confidently to click in and make a contribution. Make your contribution. Join the platform, make a contribution, and come out here to encourage Biafrans. Maxibest channel, thank you for joining. I appreciate you, Maxibest. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you for joining us here. Maxibest channel, thank you for joining. So, feel free to click the link and give your support. I told you it's an interaction section. It is not just me talking. Every one of us have to make a contribution. I don't know it all. I only say the few things that I know. You never can tell. Your own suggestions, your own idea, your own word might be accepted more than I myself. People might understand you better. There are people that might not understand the way I talk. There are people who might not understand the way I explain it. But when you come online and give your own voice, it goes a long way to encourage people. And at least they will know that it's not only those of us who are coming on a daily basis online that knows what is happening. The world is watching us. The world is watching, and they are trying to see how engaged other Biafrans are. This is one of the reasons why we always send links, so that Biafrans can come out and express themselves. You know, if those of us who own the platform, who are managing the platform, not that we own it, because the platform itself is owned by Biafran themselves. We don't own it. The platforms is owned by Biafra Republic Government in Exile. We are working for them 247. So how people going to see that when you come in that platform and you express people, why we put those links for people to join in, that the world will see how you feel about what's going on. They are watching. Don't think they're not watching. The whole world is watching. They are observing and they are watching what is going on, and they are keeping records. They are taking record of what is happening. And I urge you, any place you are watching this program from, feel free. Click the link, come in, make your contribution. Just keep it civil. If you want your video to be seen, fine. If you don't want video to be seen, you can block your video. All we need is your voice and your contribution, and we are good to go. So, my fellow Biafrans, the most importantly today, it is a day that the seat at home has been stepped up. The civil disobedience in Biafra land have been stepped up. It has been stepped up to the highest level. If you have not watched the broadcast of our Prime Minister, Master Simon, try to lay your hand on it and watch it. Yesterday, his broadcast yesterday. I am going to share it on this program after this my live program. I will share the broadcast on this very program. It will be, I think it's going to be the next video that I'm going to post, so that Biafrans we know where we are, what we are doing, and how far we have gone. That it is no longer business as usual. The game have changed, and the game have been stepped up. At this level that we are now, every stone, no stone must be left untouched. Everything must be touched. When we go to every length, to every angle, to make sure that things happen. It does not matter what anybody says. It does not matter what anybody thinks. It does not matter the angle they are coming from. No matter the propaganda and the blackmail they bring, they will not bring us down. You as a Biafran, what you are looking for in Sokoto is now in your Sokoto. That thing you are looking for in Sokoto, it is now in your Sokoto. It is left for you to put your head down and see it clear. You must be very attentive. Obey instructions. Obedience is better than sacrifice. At this time that we're in, obedience, it is better than sacrifice. At this point that we are in, there is nothing you can do. The only thing you can do today is to obey instructions. Obey instructions, and I bet you will live to enjoy the fruit of your labor. Already we have made tremendous success. Anybody that comes out today and say that we have not made success is either the person is an enemy, an envious person, or a wicked person. It is only an enemy that will come today and say that we have not made progress. Only a jealous and empty-headed person that will come and say we have made tremendous progress. All thanks to every one of you that is supporting the Biafra Republic of Desire. All thanks to every single one of you that is making one contribution in one way or the other. It is because of you that we made this great success. Our Prime Minister, thank you for your support. Without you, he would not be there. And we, the people, also appreciate our Prime Minister for standing firm, for waging the bullet for you and I, for being in the front line. He has chosen to take all the pain. He has chosen to take all the blame. He has chosen to take all the attack. He stick up his neck for you and I. Some of you don't know the battle he's going through on a daily basis. Some of us, you don't know the battle that our Prime Minister is going on through, the battle that is going through him on a daily basis. Some of you don't know. And some of us do know. If you put your head down, you will know that our Prime Minister is fighting a great battle. And the battle is not a small one, both spiritual and physical, both local and international. A great attack from all angles, from all corners. And he has never chickened out. Chukwu Okikabema prepared him for this moment. Chukwu Okikabema prepared him for this moment. Every day you see new enemies springing up from all angles, from all corners. You heard him. As you are watching this program today, they are still making plans on how to kidnap our Prime Minister. Very laughable. They are making plans on how to kidnap our Prime Minister. Serious plan is going on. They are not stopping. They have succeeded in kidnapping Mazen Nandekan, and today they think they will do the same. They want to replicate the same thing. But they have made the Greek wall. We have learned our lesson, even though we learned in a very strong way. We have learned our lesson. The Prime Minister of Biafra has learned a great lesson from what happened to Mazen Nandekan, and it can never happen to him. By the grace of Chukwu Okikabema. It's not because we are strong, not because we are too smart, not because we are too intelligent, but because Chukwu Okikabema will not allow it to happen again. Never, ever. As Master Sawanaka have said, he has come to complete the assignment that Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, the eternal leader, started. That very assignment will be completed in our own time, and I'm happy to be part of it. I'm happy to witness it. I'm happy to see it come true. So many of us, when we saw the Biafran house open in the United States, tears were falling. Tears were falling out from the eyes of Biafrans. Biafrans were sharing tears that finally, that Biafra they told that is dead is not dead. Finally, more than 5 million people that lost their life because of Biafra is not in vain. Finally, our commanders that lost their life is not in vain. Finally, the parents of our prime minister, our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano, who lost their life because of us, is not in vain. And these are things that we continue to see and we will never give up. We never give up. It's okay, my beloved brother, my cheapest channel. Anybody that has the opportunity to come out, if you know you have a good network, you can be able to come in, feel free to join the platform. If you cannot join, it's okay, but feel free, if you can be able to join, express yourself and join us on this evangelism. Our prime minister told us before now that we have to engage in radical evangelism. Tochi, thank you so much for joining. Tochuku, thank you for joining. Tochuku, thank you for joining. Tochuku, I appreciate you. We are still on that radical evangelism. It's an assignment that will be given to you and I. Some of us have taken that as our own area of specialization, and we are doing it with all our strengths. So many of us on media today, we are doing it freely on our own. None of us are being paid for what we are doing. We are not paid, and we are not expecting any payment for anybody or any praises for anybody. We are doing it because we are doing it for ourselves. Anything you are doing for Biafra, I want you to first of all put it at the back of your mind that whatever you are doing for Biafra today, you are doing it for yourself. You are doing it for yourself. Williams, thank you for joining. Williams, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Whatever you are doing today, you are doing it for yourself. Whatever is happening today, you are doing. What is happening to you? You said is going. William said is what's happening? Is to the audio. Okay, the audio is going higher. Okay, let me see. I think. Sorry for that. I think the audio has a problem. Let me know if the audio is better now. Just let me know if the audio is better. Let me know. Let me know if the audio is better. Sometimes it might be from the fan around, so I have to switch off the fan so that the audio can be able to go straight and not be interrupted. Let me know if the audio is better now. Let me know if the audio is better so that we can be able to move on. Let me know if the audio is better. Just tell me on the comment section. Let me know if the audio is better. So, my fellow Biafrans, every one of us have a project in our hands. Have a project in my hand. Okay, thank you so much, Remigius. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Remigius at Nichebe. Thank you so much for that reminder. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, my fellow Biafrans, every single one of us, wherever you are watching from today, I urge you to please, in the name of Chukwu Okikabiyama, be focused. Thank you, Williams. Be focused. Do not allow anything or anybody to distract you. Don't allow that. And if you think that these people will go without a fight, they will not go without a fight. Just as I always say, the propaganda will continue. The blackmail will continue. The attacks will continue. Don't think it's stopping anytime soon until we go to Biafra. But in all of this, your strength and joy is that we shall overcome. Always have it at the back of your mind that we shall overcome. And when you remember that the project that you have embarked on, this project that we have embarked on, it is not the project of man. It is not the project of Mazen Nandekano. It's not the project of Mazen Simon Ekpa. It is not my project. Neither it is your project. It is the project of Chukwu Okikabiyama. And it doesn't matter what anybody says or what they do. that project must be funded, sponsored, and it will be accomplished. When we ask you to make your contributions in this very struggle, it is for your own benefit. When you are being asked to make your own contribution in this very struggle, in this very restoration stage, more especially at this point in time, whatever contribution you make, it is for your own glory. It is for you to receive your own full blessings. When you continue to restrict yourself from giving support, even when you know that you can give support, even when you know that you have the finance to support this, you know very well deep down in your heart that you are blessed financially to support, and yet you are withdrawing back. I won't tell you what will happen. I won't tell you what will happen. But remember, blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that taketh. Just have that at the back of your mind. Blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that taketh. If you are blessed financially, if you are blessed, you don't know why Chukwu is sending that blessing to you at this particular point in time when the Biafrans need help. If you receive blessing at this time, you are blessed at this time, at this period of time when everywhere is tough, at this period of time when Chukwu is working for, and the Biafran people need financial help. If you are being blessed at this time and you don't know that that blessing was given to you because of your own brothers, because of your generation unborn, and you keep it to yourself, I want you to know that blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that taketh. And if you play your own role, your sea will never dry. Take it to the bank. If you do what you are supposed to do to support the Biafran struggle, there is no way. If you do it genuinely from your heart, there is no way you will lack in your life. It's just like our brothers and sisters who are sitting at home every Monday. There is no way you will genuinely participate in the sit at home from every Monday and you will complain of money. You complain of bad market. It's not possible. It is not just possible. There is no way you will participate in the sit at home every Monday genuinely from your own heart, not being forced, not being cajoled, not just doing it because others are doing. Genuinely, you know that this is what you are supposed to do and you're committed to it. You are sitting at home every Monday. There is no way you will have bad market. Whatever you did not sell on Monday, on Tuesday you are going to sell triple of it. Triple. Whatever you didn't sell on Monday, you will sell triple, except you are not doing it genuinely. Except you are just locking yourself up because others are doing. But if you are genuinely, as a Biafran, with Biafran blood flowing in your vein, doing what you're supposed to do, let me tell you, the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazen Nandekano, has made a lot of dangerous prayer for us. Dangerous prayers that will break the bounds of poverty. Dangerous prayers that will hold us strong in a difficult time. And even as you're watching me, Mazen Nandekano is still praying on his knees. You see, that is why when I'm following the supreme leader of IPOB, I don't look back. Because he's a man rooted in prayers. He doesn't just pray and sit back. He pray and go to work. That is how it's supposed to be. You pray. Don't neglect prayer. Do not. But you don't just pray and fold your hand. You pray. After praying, you go to work. That is why I tell people that if prayer alone can give us Biafra, Mazen Nandekano single-handedly will bring it. Mazen Nandekano, while he was with us, he was praying 7 good times every day for you and I. 7 times every day for you and I. You that is watching me now, how many times do you pray for Mazen Nandekano? Since the kidnapping of Mazen Nandekano for the past 2 years, how many times have you prayed for him? Ask yourself sincerely from your heart, how many times have you prayed for Mazen Nandekano since he's kidnapped? For more than 2 years now. If prayer can give us Biafra, Mazen Nandekano, even as you are watching this program, he's still on his knees praying for you. As you are watching this program, Mazen Nandekano is burning his knees. Even in the dungeon, where in a difficult stage where he is, with his ill health, he is still praying for you. Why won't you pray for him? Why won't you fight for Biafra? Why won't you support the struggle? I thank Chukwu Okike for the kind of leaders he has given us. Look at our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. Some of you, maybe some of you who started following him yesterday, before Master Simon Ekpa pick up the mantle fully and begin to unveil the new dimension, did you remember how he organized his platform? That very platform you saw Master Simon Ekpa is, do you remember in those days? That Master Simon Ekpa prays every Sunday, he's conducting service on that, in that very platform. Then some of us were making jest of it. Some of us, we are thinking that he was just entertaining us. Some of you, we are thinking it was an entertainment. Every blessed Sunday, Master Simon will conduct a full Sunday service in his platform. He's a Christian, there's no doubt about it. He's a Christian. Just like some of us have different kinds of belief or whatever. Myself, I'm a Christian. But our Christianity does not stop us from realizing that we are first of all Biafra before becoming a Christian. And our first and original religion is Biafra. If we decide to worship in any other direction, in any other style, that's a different thing. We can use any style to make our worship. We can join any group to worship. But our religion is Biafra. Some of you have forgotten that before Master Simon Ekpa pick up the mantle fully, in that his platform on Sunday, he will conduct full Sunday service. He will make the preaching. He will sing the song. He will make the prayers. In that very his platform. Some of you see him today, you think he doesn't pray. You think he just come online to talk. He prepared. He prayed strong. He prayed more than any one of you here. And continue to pray. When he started, his foundation was laid in prayer. That is why when he called himself the spiritual son of Mazen Nandekano, I have no doubt. When he called himself the disciple of Mazen Nandekano, I have no doubt. It is not because he said it, it is from his actions. That's what I tell people. That Master Simon Ekpa, from the very first time he joined the IPOB, he never introduced himself or who he is. You didn't know him. I didn't know him. Master Simon Ekpa came into this very struggle, just like the way I am broadcasting now. He was just broadcasting the way I'm broadcasting. He didn't want to consult anybody to seek for permission. He didn't go to anybody to seek for endorsement. No. He was on his own, broadcasting the same way I am broadcasting now. And being that he is called, Chukwu Okike Abiyama spoke to Mazen Nandekano about him. Chukwu Okike Abiyama revealed to Mazen Nandekano about him. Even when he appeared, there was fear everywhere. The camp of the enemy started to shake immediately. The camp of the enemy started to shake when Master Simon Ekpa appeared. In one of the question and answers of Mazen Nandekano, somebody called in one of these criminals today who are calling themselves the media. That one in Italy. She called in on that program and she was telling Mazen Nandekano on a question and answer program. She said there is one guy they call Simon Ekpa. He's talking about Biafra, he's broadcasting Biafra, but he's not the registered member of IPOB. What are we going to do to him? And Mazen Nandekano responded. Mazen Nandekano, in that, I am still looking for that video and I'm going to find it and play it. Mazen Nandekano said, only one Chineke can do what Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing. In that question and answer, you see me, I didn't start following Mazen Nandekano today. I started following Mazen Nandekano closely. I started participating closely and follow from 2015 after his kidnapping. After he was arrested in Nigeria. From that onset till today, I have never missed any broadcast of Mazen Nandekano. If I miss it, I will rewatch it. Any of his program, I don't miss it. If I miss it, I must come back and rewatch it. I must come back and rewatch it. So everything I know about Mazen Nandekano today is there are things I heard from him directly. I was watching him say it. That is why I am not in the league of those who will say maybe you have been given direction on what to say, or maybe you have been directed, or somebody is pushing you, or somebody is going to. No, nobody push me or tell me what to do or who to follow. All I need to do is to look at you and watch you and see the direction you are going, and I will know if you are standing on the truth or not. I don't need any investigator to investigate you to tell me if you are with Mazen Nandekano or not, because I know Mazen Nandekano. It's just like when a message comes, they say Mazen Nanekano said. I do not need any investigation to know that Mazen Nanekano said or he did not say. I know what he can say. When that idiot made that call and said, so the one guy preaching, they called him Mazi Simon Ekpa. They call him Mazi. He says it's Simon Ekpa, but he didn't join IPOB. And Mazi Nanekano responded to him expressly. Only one Chineke. We do what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing. That if Simon Ekpa has not joined IPOB, definitely he knows that he's going to join in time to come. That was the response of Mazi Nanekano. That if Simon Ekpa has not joined this struggle yet, he knows definitely he's going to join. That he's part of us. He's part of us. That's what he said. And the same way he said it, within a short space of time, he consulted Master Simon Ekpa. And Master Simon Ekpa went through the whole processes. Including the oath. And he became a full member of IPOB. He became a full member. And they were threatened. They began to plan what they're going to do. They began to plan. But why they could not be able to succeed is that they did not have the access. They were not able to block him the way they were blocking others. Master Simon Ekpa was talking with Master Nanekano directly, one-on-one. He was speaking with Master Nanekano one-on-one. And Master Nanekano is somebody who has a designing spirit. You don't need to. He has a designing spirit. He knows you better than you know yourself. He knows you better than you know yourself. Master Nanekano. And that was what saved us. That was what saved you and I. He has a direct contact with Master Simon Ekpa, and we are in touch, communicating. There are so many things he revealed to Master Simon Ekpa that none of them today is claiming to be the Department of Saboteur. They tell you they are DOS, they are DE, they claim they are this and that. They started IPOB with Mazen Nanekano. They tell you that they're there in donkey years. But there are deep things that Mazen Nanekano revealed to Mazen Simon that nobody knows about. Mazen Simon that you see, they call him COVID-19 IPOB. But he knows deeper things. He knows about IPOB more than you. He knows Biafra about more than you. That is why Mazen Nanekano in one of the brokers said that I tell you only what you should know. You don't know everything. Mazen Nanekano said it. That you don't know everything. The only thing you know is what I tell you. In this event today, so many of them don't know what Mazen Nanekano knows today. And every one of us watching, it is what Mazen Nanekano let us know is what we're going to know. Those of us following Mazen Nanekano today, we don't know everything. In fact, we don't even know 1/4 of what he knows. The only thing he wants you to know is what you're going to know. And that is how to guide this IPOB. When you hear Mazen Nanekano say that IPOB is indestructible, it will take you 1,000,000 years to destroy IPOB. That is what it is. Those information that you know nothing. You that think you know everything, even at this era. Even in this Biafra Republic of Israel, you only know what the Prime Minister wants you to know. You will only know what he wants you to know. So if you come out tomorrow to raise your shoulder, because you feel that Biafrans are calling your name and supporting you, and for now you want to begin to create an ideology, you want to make yourself Lord, you just wake up and discover that you are nothing, you know nothing. You see that Biafrans have worked, you are standing on the truth and you're speaking. You are supporting who you are supposed to support. You are falling in line with the foundation led by Mazen Nanekano. Biafrans will support you wholeheartedly. They will give you all the outstanding support that you need. But when you think that you have arrived, and you think if you arrive, you want to showcase your muscle, you want to now flex muscle and show that, oh, you have belonged, that you know everything, you will just end up to realize that you know nothing. You see those ones who were parading themselves in our administrative office in USA. You see the ones, elderly men who claim to be intelligent, who claim to be educated, paraded himself in our administrative office before now, and they were telling you it's a lie. That Master Simon Ekpa is scamming you. He's just claiming. He just go and pick an address and give. Even putting themselves on video. That is what envy and jealous can do to some people. And when they go to kill a man, they will make you deaf and dumb. If not, how can you go in a building and you saw the flag of Biafra flying? You a Biafra and you remove the flag. So you think that you just think in your head that Biafrans can just Master can just give order to go and put a flag in a building that doesn't have anything to do with him. How can you just write it on that? Oh my God. And what transpired was these people, this group of people, they thought that they have gotten all the power. Because you join the media, you speak on the media, you come on fundraising and you talk at this, and Biafran support you, they call you names, some call you privately on phone, and you think that you have arrived. Even one of them opened his mouth and said that we are telling him to take over the leadership, and I wasn't that alive. There are some people calling him to take over the leadership, that he can do it better than Master Simon, that he can do it better, that he should take over the leadership. And because of that, he thought that he had arrived. He went ahead to join the bandwagon of the enemies. He said that if he found out that our dad's office is real, he will come and apologize. That is what he said in one of his videos. The video is still out there. Has he apologized up to now? Although we are not waiting for his apology. We don't want his apology. He should go and pray to Chukwu Okabia to forgive him. He should go and pray to Chukwu Okabia to forgive him. And as for that one that took away our flag from that very place, he is going to face the law of Biafra when the time comes. Except he will remain in exile. Any day he steps his foot in Biafran land, he's going to answer to the Biafran Republic of exile. He's going to answer to the Biafran people. He will appear in the court to explain why he stole the flag of Biafra at a critical time as at that. And if our court said that he's innocent, he will be set free. But if our court found him guilty, he will face the full wrath of the law according to the law of Biafra. That is why I tell people, be mindful of what you do today. Be very careful what you do or what you say. Don't just do things because people are doing. Don't just do things because people are showering praises on you. Don't just do things because you feel other people are doing it, or your friend or your brother, your sister, or your townsman is doing it. No. Do things because they are the right things to do. Make investigation about things before you follow it. Don't just open your mouth and say things that you don't know. There will be consequence for every single action you took. In a lifetime, there will be consequence for every single action you take. There's no truth about it. For every action you take against Biafra, there will be consequence for it. It is signed and sealed and settled. No objection. Nobody can come and tell us otherwise. And no, nothing. There's nothing you can explain. For every single thing you do against Biafra, there will be consequence for it. That is why I have always urged people to be very careful. Very, very careful before you say a word. Before you utter a word, be careful. A lot of prayer has gone on the head of Mazen Nandekano. A lot of prayer has gone on the head of our Prime Minister Mazen Simon Ekpa. The gods of the land are standing with them, and there's nothing you can do. Anytime you engage them, you are just putting yourself into a suicide mission. Anytime you engage them or try to run them down, you are going to hit the Greek wall, and you're only going for suicide mission. These people, Mazen Nandekano, Mazen Simon Ekpa, they are the people. When you hear, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. These are people who were born from their mother's womb with that anointing. And they are the set of people you must fear. Beware of. Those who came with the anointing from their mother's womb, you need to be aware of them. Be very careful. Today is a sit at home and Biafra land is shut down. Tomorrow we are going to start a curfew. And once again, remember our referendum, self-referendum convention in Finland. Wherever you are in Europe, it is mandatory that you must be there. The self-referendum that is going to happen in Finland, it is mandatory. Anybody in Europe, any Biafran in Europe, every Biafran in Europe, there's no excuse. Except you don't have your documents, or there's an emergency or health issue. That is the only thing that can make you not to be in that self-referendum. If you are a Biafran and you're living in Europe, it is a must that you be in Finland. It's easy. It's understandable. People who are living outside Europe is understandable, or people who are living outside a Schengen country. It might be difficult to be a long process, but when you are living in a Schengen country in Europe, which is very easy for people to travel through train and go, you have no excuse to give. And more especially, it is for your own benefit. It is once in a lifetime event. It is even a thing of honor for your picture to appear when the history of Biafra will be written. It is a thing of honor for your video to appear when the history of Biafra will be written. It is a thing of honor. And you must not allow anybody to tell you otherwise. For those who are in other part of the world, if you have that capacity to be able to be there, don't miss it. Do not miss it. If you have the capacity to be in Finland, do not miss it. Don't allow anybody to beg you. Don't wait for somebody to beg you or tell you, oh, go and register or not go. You must be there. It is for your own benefit. It is once in a lifetime event, and no sensible person would like to miss such kind of event, because your name will be written bold when the history of Biafra will be being told. It is something that every one of us is wishing for. We have been praying for it, we have been crying for it, and now that we have had that opportunity for that self-referendum, you must be there. Very, very important. If you are not there, you don't know what you are doing against yourself. You must be there to make your voice heard, to see our Prime Minister face to face, make your contribution, and now hear from people that knows better, and also ask your questions. Once in a lifetime event, there are certain things that happen only once in your lifetime. It won't happen again, and in such events cannot be missed, except you don't have the opportunity, except that there are difficult things that is going to be as a hindrance and barrier for you to go there. If you are a Biafran today, wherever part of the world you are living, and you are capable to travel and go to Finland, please do not wait. Be there. Be there. But for people in Europe, it is mandatory. It is mandatory. There is no excuse you give. If you are living in Europe and don't see any excuse you will give today to say that this is what will make me not to be there, why? What is going to make you to be there? Once in a lifetime issue. Once in a lifetime. You should be ashamed of yourself. If you are living in Europe and you miss it, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should bury your head in shame. You should bury your head in shame. We have been crying and waiting for this opportunity, and finally it's here. Finally it's here. And you want it to pass by. You want to stay by the side and watch. At this stage, when you have seen the reality, you have seen everything be revealed and unveiled before your own eyes, and yet you want to hang around. I can't believe that a Biafran will be in Europe and you will not be in that referendum convention. I cannot believe it. I can't fathom. I don't know how to look at it as that. A Biafran will be in Europe and you will not be in that convention. It is not possible. You must be there. You must make it a point of duty. If you have not booked now, run and begin to book. Right? Even if you are staying outside that environment, go and book now. Make sure that you have been booked. Make sure you have been booked. In as much as the space is almost filled up, do not give any chance. Make sure that you're involved. Make sure that you're involved in that convention. There's no reason why any one of us will be left aside. There's no reason for any one of us to be left aside. It is very important that every Biafran must be there, present. Mainly Biafrans in Europe. We have millions of Biafrans in Europe, millions of them. So it is very important that you go early, register early, so that accommodation will be made available, because the convention center might not be able to contain every Biafran. The more you register, the more we make availability for people to how to stay on, how to be able to accommodate everybody. So it is very important. Do not say you're going to be rushing on that. If you rush on that minute, you might end up staying out. You might end up staying out of the event premises. This is a place that is very, very highly secured. You have seen the jingles, you have played, you have seen the event. It's not something that is hidden. You have seen the address. You can go and Google it and check it up on yourself. Has a very great capacity and well secured. One of the biggest convention centers you have in Europe. That is where it is going to be held. And every one of you, Biafran, you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. Make sure you are there. Make sure you are there to represent yourself and represent your family. Make sure you are there to register your name fully in the history of Biafra. I believe that the message have sunk. And I know that every Biafran in Europe will be there. I appreciate everybody that have participated. Our sit at home continues. Very soon, videos will be coming out, and I'll be sharing the videos with you. I appreciate everybody who is making this Biafra a success. Whatever contribution that you have made that carried us this far, it is because of you. Your own contribution, your little contribution is what have driven us up to this very stage. And we will continue to double our effort. After the pronunciation of Prime Minister yesterday, you can now see that it is no longer business as usual. You can see that we are no longer playing. You can see that the force have increased. And when you see the Prime Minister step up event, please step up your own contribution. Step it up. Step it up. It is for your own good. We are going home. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran that attended to this program today. Please, if you have not shared, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike, share this program to at least one person and click like. Click like. When you click like, you are equally inviting person. When you click like, the algorithm will trigger up and it will invite somebody. Click like of this program, like the program, and share to at least one WhatsApp group. Share to one platform, share to one family or one friend. Very, very important so that we can reach across to everybody. The radical evangelism will continue until we get into Biafra. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every Biafran that have watched this program. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all Biafran and all Biafran friends far and wide, wherever you are, no matter your religion, no matter your creed, no matter what you believe. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our ESN, guide and protect our Liberation Army. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warriors that are coming out on daily basis to speak on behalf of Biafra and Biafra program in exile. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect everyone that is contributing in one way or the other to the success of Biafra. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the Umuada. Guide and protect every member of the cabinet of Biafra program in exile. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. May Chukwu Okike continue to empower him, continue to strengthen him, continue to protect him in his going out and coming in. He will never dash his foot against a stone. May Chukwu Okike continue to give him wisdom of 1,000 men, more than 1,000 men. Let his wisdom continue to increase. I pray that Chukwu Okike will be with him and keep him for us, and so that he can lead us to Biafra. We pray for Mazen Nandekano wherever he is, that Mazen Nandekano should be protected. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect Mazen Nandekano, give him healing. Healing. Whatever situation in his health, whatever bad situation he feels in his health, anything that's any attack to his health, may Chukwu Okike send doctors spiritually to minister to him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandekano will join us in lifetime. He will raise the flag of Biafra, and we are going to celebrate him as a hero in our lifetime. He's going to grow old among us, and we will see him. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of you that have contributed in one way or the other to take us this far. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you and bless you. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazi Nandekano shall prosper. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much for joining. I see you again in the evening. If you have time, you can join me on Chooks for Survival page on Facebook. I will be on Facebook in the evening. Chooks for Survival. Try to look for the page and you join me there in the evening for more information. Thank you so much and stay safe.